You know, the veterans, they'll all tell you, no one wants to be considered an avalanche expert, right? Because all of us are still learning.
When the conditions are bad for avalanches, I just stay away from them, like in the backcountry, in these open areas. Go skiing in mountains or something. Just like snowmobiling and high pointing. It's a great way to die.
Oh man, it's so good to be here. It's always good to be in the mountains. Yeah, the mountains are life-giving.
I'm psyched. I think I'm going to be well acclimatized. I spent 55 days at this altitude.
Yeah, it should work. Spring, yeah. Well, the funny thing is, this is where I thrive. Yeah. I always feel good going up to this altitude.
Yep.
It's like...
An avalanche had triggered about 5,000 feet above them, so they had nothing to do with triggering this slide. But it was post-monsoon season, so there was a lot of snow. And as the avalanche propagated down, it continued to break new crowns. And after a while, it was probably breaking crowns that were 50 feet deep. And so the slide that came down on them was just unbelievably massive. Conrad was tossed about 100 feet, and when I saw him afterwards, he had this huge Y-shaped gash in the back of his head from being hit by ice. Alex and Dave were nowhere to be found, and so Kent and I went back up into the slide path and continued to search. I remember we'd call out, "Alex, Dave," and of course there was nothing.
I've been caught but never buried, and never fully buried, and only caught a couple times, knock on wood. Those couple times that I had close calls were enough to make me pretty conservative.
So you could be skiing along and you get that horrible feeling because there's suddenly this, you're just going along and all of a sudden, woof, and it's, you know what's happened. And so, I mean, that makes my hair stand on end. And it scares the crap out of me because when you know all that house of cards of all those hoarfrost crystals, that depth hoar, they're very strong to hold the snow up. As soon as you get any disturbance, boom, they fall.
I'm kind of starting you in the middle, just so you get used to using the beacon, and then we'll step back out to the big picture. My experience as an educator. I try to help people understand the risk that they're taking. Then it's less likely for you to push that button. What I hope to do is help people make good decisions. I feel frustrated sometimes when I feel like people are out there doing things and maybe not aware of the risk that they're taking. Really strong signal, I know that's you. I know that's you. I think the better you understand the whole avalanche phenomenon, the better you can make good decisions.
You know, it's really easy to be just out there with your friends having a good time. And it's easy to say, well, it won't be today. Or if maybe something will break, but I won't get buried by it. I'll end up on the surface, or I'll be able to ski out faster and get away from it.
Go out in the backcountry, look for obvious clues in terms of snowpack weather and avalanche activity that might lead to higher avalanche danger, and then manage your terrain effectively. Along the way, you want to plan and prep, do some route planning. So consider the kinds of slopes that you're going to be on based upon what you see on the map. Make sure you got rescue gear, beacon, shovel, probe, and that everybody knows how to use it.
When it comes to avalanches and how they affect people, it's not a joke.